Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is episode 27 of my gameplay on Chellington Valley. If this is what you're looking for, please stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome back to Chellington Valley, or Chellington Valley, however you want to say it. I don't really care that much. But anyhow, we are back on here, so a couple of things. We're still waiting for everything to grow, anything to be ready to harvest. It's into the summer, so tomorrow we're going to go into the fall, or autumn, depending on how you want to call it. But so corn should be ready soon. We planted oilseed on there, didn't we? Yeah, that's what we did. Yeah, I'm confident. Yeah, okay, perfect. Which makes sense. Okay, so field grass. I've been reliably informed, and I forgot to write down the person's name. They said they planted it, and it takes about a full year to grow. So that should be ready to harvest the spring-ish, maybe. So we'll just kind of wait out for it and see how it goes. And that may explain why I had issues with it on Sandy Bay 19. Sandy Bay 19, I didn't go any further, but at the end of the series, I had it planted, but it wasn't ready to harvest yet. So that might have been my bad on there as well. Probably was. I'm sure it was. So yeah, we're just waiting for the corn to be ready, the sugar beets to be ready. That's just what we're holding out for. So that's what we got going on. And once this is grown up a little bit, I'm hoping to get in our cutoff. And I want to get in our silage cut because I think that'll help us out quite a bit money-wise. But yeah, we're doing good as far as money goes. Oh, and also the other thing, Dangerous Miffy commented, I was mentioning having some issues with the repair trigger down here. So I always would pull stuff right next to here because I assumed it would be in line with this. But no, of course, the repair trigger's here, which honestly makes more sense that it'd be in front of the big garage out here. So that's where the actual trigger itself is. So that would explain some of my issues. But yeah, it should be all fixed, good to go. Yeah, so now I know how to use that a little bit better. But yeah, we're just waiting for sugar beets and everything else to get going. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot else to mention as far as any of that stuff goes, I don't think. Oh, we're just kind of waiting around. Plenty of silage bales out here. I might end up selling a load or two more later. Well, yeah, I might. Well, because I mean, we have enough right here to mix for a while for TMR stuff, but we'll see. Might end up selling some of that. But honestly, we're just kind of going to hang out this episode and hopefully get some more harvesting done. Hopefully a time lapse of some sugar beet harvesting or some corn harvesting or maybe a little bit of both. We'll kind of see how it goes. You guys seem to be enjoying the time lapses. I don't put too many in. I'm just kind of, and I try to change it up. I don't want it to be harvesting every episode or plowing every, you know, I want to try to change it up. Obviously I'll have to repeat some stuff, but if I can just at least vary it up regularly so you're not seeing the same thing every episode, I think that'll be good. But yeah, so we're just kind of sitting around waiting for everything to be ready to harvest. In the meantime, I should check contracts out here. Oh, 67 with cotton, that might be worth it. 71 or 67? 71, 67. 71 and 67. They're right next to each other. Oh, I'm tempted to go knock those out. That'd be a good way to make a little extra money, but no, I don't know. I don't think we need it that bad. I think we'll be fine once we sell off the canola, obviously, at some point soon. Anything else in here? Good baling contracts available, but I don't want to do any of those right now. So yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. We're just going to hang out. I would have taken that sugarcane one, but I know it makes sense to get it done, but just the time sitting here, especially with how small our planter is, which who knows where it's at now. Is it down here? Yeah, our planter right here to do cotton or anything like that, it would take us a while to get those fields done, probably like an hour or so per field. So even if we're looking at 2 hours on the low side, I don't want to just be sitting here while a driver does that for 2 hours, or I don't want to sit here and plant for 2 hours. So I think we can use our time more wisely as we continue through the series, because we don't, I mean, for 15 grand, I think we'll be all right without that. Horses, let's actually check on canola too, because we're waiting on canola as our big ticket. Yeah, that's right. First day of winter. Okay. And let's check on the horses now. See how they're doing. They're doing great. Perfect. Okay. I'll take care of them obviously probably later today. But yeah, I'm just going to kind of keep fast forwarding time and keep moving along. I'll bring you guys back in when something happens, but for now we're just kind of chilling. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right. Welcome back everyone. It is mid-autumn. It's the day 3 of autumn. So a couple things. I actually was watching the Farm Sim show because it's Thursday and I'm not at work yet because I'm still recovering a little bit from my experience with the Rona. But anywho, so I actually did 2 contracts. I did a baling contract, believe it or not, on Field 9, because I was like, well, I might as well do it while I'm watching the show, and it worked out pretty well. Actually, it took me more than the show to get it done, and I think the Farm Sim show was like an hour and a half or more. No, it was more than that, because it was over 100 minutes. Anyhow, And then I also fertilized field 18. So the fertilizing contract on field 18 got us $7,800. And then this field, since I used my own equipment, we got 18,635. And we got 33 extra bales. So what I did is I actually organized our bales a little bit down here. And I sold 36. I took 36 of the bales we had here and brought them down to the BGA. So I organized this. I did a little landscaping. I went a little too far back, but I'm not too worried about it. You can't really tell when you're looking at it from afar. But yeah, so these are all the extras we basically got from that contract. So there should be, so why does it give me a hand? That's right, it does that regardless what it wants you to do. These are the ones we've had already. These are all silage. So we have a lot of bales in here. So I sold 36 we had. Now we actually got paid $42,120 from the BGA, which I didn't think added up quite right to 36 bales. And we actually got 39 bales sold. And I think that's because a couple of them got lost at the BGA, but I was loading and unloading over there. And so I think a couple just kind of fell outside of the trigger range a little bit from previous times we tried to sell. So we got a nice little bonus from that. So yeah, money's gone up quite a bit. We're at $112,000, which is honestly awesome. So first things first, let's take a look in here. The sugar beets just popped up ready to harvest. I had stopped the clock around 10 a.m. and it wasn't there, so I thought it was gonna have to be tomorrow. And then these guys over here are ready to harvest as well, the corn. And the field grass, you can see, is growing, so we are gonna get the field grass eventually. Just might take us a little bit. Probably the last time we're ever gonna do field grass again. Hopefully next year we can plant on that again. Maybe we'll do a winter crop. That might have just thrown that whole thing off the small. We could also do a fallow actually on it. That might be kind of nice for it, so help it recover a bit there. But yeah. So yeah, I want to get this harvested this episode and get the sugar beets harvested. I don't know if I'm going to get all that done, but that's the goal. So hopefully the next episode will be our episode in the winter time. We'll probably just do some maintenance. It might even be just a quick episode, getting some maintenance done and getting a few things done, caring for some animals. We might get cows going. Actually, next episode, that might be a good thing to get going as well. So a couple things I'm kind of toying with, but let's go ahead and get this guy driving down to store, and we'll just next closest. Go ahead, you just drive there. While you're driving there, we're gonna look in the store and get some sugar beet equipment. So I think, well, honestly, is the rooster, well, the rootster, we can get a bigger capacity, but it doesn't matter because we're not gonna get the bigger capacity. It costs more a little bit to lease, so it doesn't matter for what we're doing. So we're just gonna lease this guy, $5 grand, and then $2 grand an hour. That's not gonna be too bad, so we're gonna go ahead and lease that. And then we're also going to go ahead and lease this guy because we need to remove the tops before we can harvest. So we'll lease that guy there. That was $1,100. Okay, so that's done. Those will get back. The other thing I think we're going to do is I think we're going to buy a skid steer loader for the horses. I don't know. This is a nice one here. There's a lot of good ones on the mod hub, so maybe I'll do a little bit of shopping for that. Let me write that down. Let me get a sticky note here. Chellington skid steer. Perfect. I'll know what that means, hopefully. So yeah, I think we want to get that at some point because I think that'll be a good way. Then we get the New Holland back to the farm, so we can do that, use that for other things. And then I think, so essentially after we get all of our stuff set up to do a lot of our animal type stuff, then we're just going to be kind of starting to probably try to expand our land a little bit, maybe get a couple more fields, do a little bit of that stuff. This series is probably about halfway over, if I'm going to be completely honest. We're probably, what is this, episode 27 I'm recording? Yeah, I could see us going to episode 50. So that just kind of depends on where we're going, but that's, I think, maybe the plan. And it depends. It might actually just go longer and maybe shorter episodes or get less done in episodes, which is just, we'll kind of play it by ear and see what happens. So, okay, and actually I want to hop out, make sure. And the moisture looks pretty low too, or at least low enough we should be able to harvest. No, it said ready to harvest, right? I didn't even look at that. Yeah, 100%. Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and, where are we at? Oh yeah, we're going down to the store. This guy's about to get there. Oop. Pull that back up, get you out of there. And you should be able to pick them both up and drive them both back. Put the cutter on the front of your 3-point link, and then grab the back end of the harvester. All right, so, and I don't know how, I'll probably end up running them separate just to make sure I can get it all the sugar beets taken care of. I don't usually run these two together unless it's a really easy straight back and forth field, but none of our little weird fields are. Okay, let's go ahead and, I don't have any loaded in, right? Yep, okay, they're all gone. To farm from store, let's load that guy in, and then we'll drive, yeah, go ahead and drive course. Okay, so he'll take that back up to the farm. Let's get our harvester rolling here. Let's get that guy out and about. So you'll probably see a brief, oh, he's already got the corn header, perfect. So you'll probably see a brief time lapse of me harvesting corn, and probably another one of harvesting sugar beets. That'll probably be the part of what the episode is, just to be completely honest. Let's go and get the harvester unfolded. So hopefully don't mind that too much. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I don't know if I'll get the, because I want to in the cornfield, I want to get oilseed radish put in that again. I don't know if I'll get that done this episode. I don't know. Well, it's actually pretty fast for us to, maybe I'll just have this field oilseed radish and I won't do that. I don't know, I'll kind of debate it. I can always change it up. It doesn't matter a ton. We also have digestate we can start using, so that'd be kind of nice to start getting some of that taken care of. But that's gonna be I want to get like really good equipment for that. I don't want to buy small stuff and then have to, because it'll just frustrate me. So I think we'll wait on doing that until we have some good money in the bank. But our next purchase, actually, and I think we're gonna make it right now. Our next purchase, just so I know we have it. Let's go ahead and buy the trade line duo here. That this is what we want to use. This is what I want to use for mixing our TMR. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna buy that. Yep, there we go. And that's what we're going to use for the time being. And I suppose I could have bought in a silo, leased that, and then mixed all of it real quick, and then just, yeah, done something different. And then later we could get a bigger one, but I'm fine with that. We might just hold on to that and keep doing it. I'm not going to do like 1,000,000 cows. That's not the goal, is to do 1,000 cows. The goal is to do cows. It's not to do as many cows as we possibly can. Our primary focus on this farm is still, it's not our animals. It's the primary focus comes from our crops and what we're harvesting. So that's still our primary thing that we're working on. So as long as that's where most of our income's coming from, it makes sense to me. Not that I don't think we should make some good money off of the cows and anything else we're doing. But yeah, look at that. Field grass starting to grow up a little bit. Starting to look nice. Get that guy open. Yep, I'll say I should open that way. Otherwise our combine's in trouble here. But yeah, so we're sitting on harvest now. That's what I'm going to start working on. Let's get this header unfolded here. So what I'll do is I will get some stuff set up here, and I will probably have you guys just watch a little bit of a couple of time lapses of doing some harvesting. So I hope you guys are okay with that. If you're not, I'm sorry, but that's kind of the plan right now. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get some harvest going. I will bring you guys back in probably towards the end of the harvest. welcome back everyone as we drive this final load back to back to the farm. I'm just I've been harvesting for hours. Well, Coursplay's been doing it and I've been unloading and doing sugar beets and all sorts of stuff. So the sugar beet harvester, you guys have seen a little bit of the, I didn't do a time lapse of the sugar beet harvest itself, just the removing of the tops, just because it filled up so quickly. It was just kind of a pain to just keep trying to do it. I don't know, it just didn't work out very well. So anyhow, I might try it somehow a different way later on, but for now, this is what we got. Yeah, so anyhow, sugar beet harvest went well. I had to do most of it by hand. I did a little bit with workers, but most of it was done by hand. And we did go over 1 hour on the sugar beet harvester, not the top remover. The top remover I think was 0.7 hours, and then the harvester I think was like 1.2 by the time we returned it. So we did get hit for another $2,000, but we got around 99,600 liters of sugar beets, and I'll show you where I put it once we get back to the farm. And then total, if you include what we have in here, corn-wise, we got 74,500-ish liters off of that field we just harvested. So we did okay on harvest this year. I mean, we did great, and the corn's going to be all saved for pigs. And the canola, what do pigs take again? I don't think the pigs eat, do they? I mean, they do normally, but wheat, barley, triticale, rye, so soy, canola, sunflower. Well, what do we have in storage for that? Potatoes, sugar beet, carrots, that's easy peasy. We'll just give them sugar beets and corn. So that's why we did this. Soy, canola, or sunflowers. What do we got for that? Go up here. Soy, we sold all of it off to make sense. Sunflowers, we're probably going to sell because it's worth a lot. So maybe we'll hold on to some of the canola, like maybe 40,000 liters of it. And then barley, we probably should actually probably manufacture some more. Well, wait, no, we have, it's wheat, barley, triticale, and rye. Don't we have triticale or rye, one of those two at the very end here that we have in storage that we held on to on purpose? Yeah, triticale. Is that triticale? It's triticale or rye. I know it's one or the other. I think that icon, let's see what it is. That's triticale. Okay. I'm probably saying it wrong. I apologize. So, okay, so the triticale will be for that. So we're probably good on that category. So we'll probably want to hold on to around 40,000-ish liters of the canola. So we'll sell 100,000 liters of canola. I mean, we're still going to be doing fine on cash. It's not like that's going to kill us or anything like that. Because if we sell that, even if we sell it for 1,000, I mean, that'd be at least 100 grand. We're probably going to get more. Probably 120 grand would be my goal. 130 grand, hopefully. 120, 130 grand. I think you can see the sugar beets through there. So yeah, sugar beets are all stored up in here. Nice, neat pile. Actually took up not as much space as I thought they would, but yeah, so we'll be fine on money. We'll use most of what we got to honestly buy some cows. I think next episode we're going to start setting up on cows, because next episode's probably going to be, probably be cows, and then we might have a couple episodes into winter. Well, maybe the next 2 episodes before we get into spring again and we're starting to plant again. But yeah, let's get the corn put in, and then we already had, I think, like we had some amount of corn already in storage, so we'll have to see here. I don't know why let's just select something up here so it doesn't keep jumping down. So we'll see how much we got in storage, and again, pigs, that's one of their, 89,000 there. Okay, that should be plenty. Sunflowers, we'll sell those off because those are worth more. When do those sell best? Actually, let's check on that real quick. Sunflowers, where are we at? Ooh. Spring into winter. I mean, they're about the same. Oh, right now is a good time to sell actually too. We might just sell, maybe we just sell those off real quick. It's not that big of a deal. Sunflowers, yeah, 1421 is pretty good. Peg that. Where is that at? It's gonna be clear across the map somewhere, isn't it? It's not clear across the map, but okay, let's go. We gotta scout the area out first. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, I can get my trailer in there. Okay, just thinking back to Sandy Bay 19, the one dreaded sell point we had, I have to make sure I can get my actual trailer into places. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and we'll sell that off real quick. We might as well. We'll get rid of the sunflowers out of here because they're worth more than canola, so I'd rather feed the cheaper stuff to the pigs. So if I can actually get over this here. Yeah, we'll just kind of chat as we go down there, and then that'll be the kind of the end of the episodes there. Oop, I want to go this way. It'll be a lot faster. Sunflowers. Let's grab what we got. We definitely need to get a skid steer loader, though, for sure, because it was kind of a pain not having the New Holland here. Because I was trying to pull the trailer for a while, as you guys probably saw a little bit in the time lapse with the viewer there. And that thing was really, really struggling. Actually, it might be... I think it is going to be faster. I was like, what am I on here? I hit the gate. Let's get around the gate. It's going to be faster to take a right out of the farm, I think. So yeah, we'll just kind of go. I'm going to zoom in a little bit because the trees are going to get a little bit annoying. But yeah, so next episode, my goal is cows. I want to get cows. Even if we only get a few to start, let's get some cows rolling. I think that would be ideal. We have a little bit of money in the bank. Well, maybe we do skid steer loader next episode, and we get all the things maintained, get everything maintenance-wise done, get ready for the winter, and then so that way we can just buy all the cows at once. And then we'll mix some TMR too. We don't have anywhere to store it though. I don't want to store TMR on the ground. I just want to do it one load at a time in the mixer. So yeah, maybe we'll try out our mixer next episode. That might be the thumbnail. Maybe that along with the Bobcat or something. I'll just show those off, new equipment that we got. Maybe that'll be the thumbnail, because that's something I got to think about too. As a content creator, you kind of have to think about what your thumbnail is going to be. And this one I almost forgot. I was going to do sugar beets on this one for a thumbnail, but by the time I remembered I needed a thumbnail shot, I had already done all the sugar beets, so I just took one of the corns. That's what you guys saw on the thumbnail. But yeah, that's just the thinking process I go through to get stuff done and get stuff out. Thumbnails honestly are the thing that require some of the most thinking and prep, and no, not prep, I guess they're not that easy or not that hard to prep, sorry, but they just require the most thinking ahead and yeah, making sure we got what we need done and everything like that. But yeah, anywho, that's enough of my rant about thumbnails. So next episode will be that. See, sometimes No Man's Land, especially when I was first starting out, because right now I'm a lot better at it than I used to be, but when I first was starting out, oop, I just hit that, sorry. I would know what the thumbnail was going to be before I did the episode, and the episode would be built around what the thumbnail title, what the thumbnail, what the title was going to be. So just, yeah, super specific. I know it's a little bit odd maybe, but I just killed that person, but it's okay, it's fine. They're still walking, they're okay. Let's get this guy sold off. So yeah, I would do that when I did No Man's Land to make sure I had something worthwhile, or at least what I thought was worthwhile. But sometimes it's just, I'm just like at the end of it, I'm like, yeah, we farmed. Like it's, I just almost want to put we farmed this episode as a thumbnail, but oh man. All right, well, I'm just going to take this way back because I'll be able to set a worker off to do it. Getting them driving. Well, let's not get a speeding ticket though. How about that? Let's not do that. Be careful. These guys are tricky here. All right. Yeah, so that's what I got going on. That is the end of this episode. If you guys enjoyed, drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel, and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching.